What up, everybody? Welcome back to the FFG Network. I know it's been a little bit since I've uploaded a video. If you leave a comment down below and let me know what you want to see next, I'll go ahead and put that down. Today we're going to talk about Alshon Jeffery for both Dynasty and Redraft. In Redrafts, if you can draft him, which in a lot of, at least as of right now, if you're drafting now, I would consider, if you can, waiting for redraft leagues to draft till the farthest to in before the season starts as possible, which would be like the Sunday before the first game. That would be my advice. But anyways, on to Alshon Jeffery. If you get him in redraft as your wide receiver 3 or later, which is happening a lot, I'll be extremely happy with that. Again, I play in bigger leagues. Most of my leagues are, the most minimum is 12 man, but they're mostly 12 plus, so 14, 16. So I do play larger rosters. So for me, a wide receiver 3, having Alshon as my wide receiver 3 in all these leagues that I can pick him up is amazing. And as a dynasty asset, I would say right now, more than likely, no one's gonna want to trade for him, at least not for the value I think you can get if you hold him and wait. If you wait till the season starts, I guarantee you Alshon's gonna have a big game. That offense is gonna be really productive, and Alshon Jeffery is still playing at an elite level. He just gets injured a lot. I will, if you're in a dynasty league or a keeper league and you own Alshon Jeffery, I would wait at this point till that game happens, and I would sell him immediately, unless you're thinking that you're a contender this year and you want to just ride him out because you're weak at receiver. Just keep in mind, Alshon is towards the end of his career, and again, he's not really one to play a full 16 season game, so odds that you have him the whole year are not very high anyways. So you're just gonna have to evaluate your team and see what you can get for him. I think if I own Alshon in a couple of leagues, so my plan is to flip him as soon as he has one of those games. Especially if it's, I'm gonna try to look for a team that's wide receiver needy. Wait till Alshon has that game and try to flip him for a first round for next year, especially in that stack 2020 class. I just know Alshon's gonna have that game, and if he's healthy and ready to go at the beginning of the season with Carson Wentz, he'll have that game in the first couple of weeks, and then I'll look for that wide receiver needy team and flip him. Either I will try to get a first round pick, or if not, I'll try to see if I can get some kind of running back, maybe like a high end RB2. Or something like that, something that I know will help my team for either right now or the future. And those are my thoughts on Alshon Jeffery. If it's in Dynasty, more than likely I recommend just flipping him as soon as he has a big game. Or if he's in a redraft league, I would be fine with him as my wide receiver 3 or later. Again, keeping in mind that even in redraft league, I'll still have to find a replacement for him eventually because he's gonna go out. But I would just, in redraft leagues, it'll be a lot easier, so I'm not too concerned with it, because I'll either just keep attention to JJ Whiteside, and see if he could replace him when eventually Alshon, or if eventually Alshon goes down, or just find some other receiver. Luckily, he's a wide receiver, so receiver production will be easier depending on your league, of course. In Dynasty, it'll be harder to replace, but in Redraft,